What is up, chat? We are back at it today. So today we're going to be looking into a couple things. The first thing, Houston rapper Sauce Walka shot in the leg and his artist died. So much information is going on right now. So we're just going to hop into it. All right, chat. So we're about to watch this news clip real fast. We're about to watch this news clip.
Houston-born rapper Sauce Walka was one of two men shot outside of a Memphis hotel today. I talked to his father on the phone in just the last 30 minutes, and he shared this photo and says the rapper, whose real name is Albert Mondane, was hit in the thigh. His father tells me he's supposed to be okay. Police say a suspect got out of a car and fired several shots at both men just before 3 p.m. today. Now, the other man, Mondane's friend, we're told sadly died at the scene. Right now, his name has not been shared. Police say they have identified the suspect's vehicle and are working to make an arrest soon.
Let's go ahead and hop
What's
in
poppin'?
right here.
I know what's going on, man. TSL Memphis.
Where we at though?
And we in Memphis with this right now, in the M right now. You know where these rap don't come to. But Sauce don't be here, man. Sleep here, stay here, man. You know, as long as we want to, man. What you talking about? Here's the totem people, man. Got this shit on bankroll, go yard, diamonds, all this shit, man. We having this shit, man. See what the fuck going on. Holding this shit. Sauce Walka, man. Still holding though. Forever holding.
They said
Yeah, grab
chat, they said they took the picture.
the unit.
All right, you see it right there? Hold on, let's see if I point at it right here. You see right here, chat, where it say this right here? That's a Western. So that was a hotel. They posted that. That's basically dropping their location.
G unit.
Sauce shit, man. Here's the
That's after the shooting.
Oh man, so it looks like that boy Sauce Walka has had another close run-in with death. This isn't his first time. It isn't his second time. I don't know. I think this is like the fourth or fifth time that Sauce Walka has rubbed his shoulder.
Chat, people saying Sauce Walka got shot ever since like 2018. For the past 5 years, he been saying he got shot. They've been saying he got shot, and he been getting shot a lot, chat. So that's crazy.
Against the Grim Reapers. And once again, Sauce survives the incident, except this time his artist, Sayso P, wasn't so lucky. At the beginning of this video, we seen a clip of them in Memphis kind of celebrating together. You heard Sayso P basically say, we're in Memphis right now, the place where these other rappers can't go, and we're gonna be here for as long as we want to. Well, I'm sure this morning Sauce is probably wishing that he never went to Memphis, because at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Sauce and Sayso P were walking out of their hotel room at the Westin Hotel. Across the street from the FedEx Forum, a gunman was waiting in a car, and when he seen him, he opened fire, hitting Sauce Walka in the thigh and leaving Sayso P dead. This all happened in broad daylight in a busy part of Memphis. So there were witnesses to the whole incident, and police have identified the car that was used in the drive-by. So they do have a couple of leads to work with, but as of right now, the entire situation is still under investigation. Now, the Memphis police did release a statement about this entire thing where they said that they believe this was a targeted attack and that it wasn't random. They said at approximately 2:42 p.m. today, officers responded to a shooting at the 100 block of George W. Lee Avenue. One male was pronounced deceased and another man was transported to the hospital in non-critical condition.
Chat, at 2:42 p.m. broad daylight. Crazy.
This appears to be an isolated incident, not random violence. Officers have identified the suspect vehicle and are actively working to make an arrest. Now, that identification of the vehicle may come in handy depending on if these guys used their own personal vehicle, and assuming that it wasn't a hot car or a stolen vehicle. Because chances are for a hit in broad daylight like this, chances are that they probably weren't in their personal vehicle, but only time will tell. Now, when it comes to what exactly happened, there has been a ton of speculation online, with most people believing that Sauce was not the target of what happened, but instead his artist Sayso P, the guy who died, probably more than likely was the target. And so the first bit of speculation that I seen coming out online was that this probably happened due to rap politics in the city. By that, I mean the entire thing that went down between Yo Gotti and CMG and Young Dolph FNPRE. In Memphis, there is basically two sides. You got people that are rocking with Yo Gotti. You got people that were rocking with Young Dolph. Sauce made it a point to align and affiliate himself with one particular side in that beef, and that was pretty much Yo Gotti's side. You know, he's cool with Big 30. He's cool with Moneybagg Yo. All of these guys are cool with Yo Gotti. Also, Sayso P was. So a lot of people started pointing to the rap politics in the city, mostly because a rapper named CEO Jizzle, this was Young Dolph's cousin and also his artist, he went up on Facebook within minutes of the shooting happening, before it was even released to the public, and he said, y'all check on Drake Baby for me. Drake Baby is a guy who is really close friends with Sayso P. So he said, y'all check on Drake Baby for me. He said, I can't find his number. I ain't even trying to be funny. Somebody responded and said, what he do? And Jizzle responded and say so and them got shot. I'm trying to check on Sosa Man. Now, for the naive people in the audience, he's not actually trying to check on anybody. He is taunting them with this message right here. Now, Draco would see these messages and he would respond. He left a message right here that said, you a bitch. Jizzle responded and said, you act like I dissed him or something. Cry baby ass YN. Don't get hurt, kid. Draco responded. He said, cuz you ain't no threat. You heard what I said. You a bitch. Take it however you want to take it. Some random person responded to Draco and said, I ain't gonna lie. You ain't even on shit. Stay out of town, little bruh. Jizzle would respond and he said, you definitely not a threat to me. You a kid on Jesus. You got so much unfinished smoke. You ain't even complete yet. I'm the last person you want to go at. I ain't none of your little ops. You play and I'm gonna handle you on the Bible, and I don't play fair, you sissy ass YN. Draco responded and just said, okay. So clearly there is some smoke happening right there between them two.
That's a lot going on, Chad. That's a lot going on.
You know, Jizzle posting so quick.
Y'all think that could be
insider knowledge of what had happened? That clearly this had to do with the rap politics. But I mean, you also had other people saying, how else was he supposed to react? Everybody knows that this beef exists in the city. Of course, he's celebrating when he finds out one of his quote unquote ops is gone, which is honestly just terrible. But that wasn't the only theory that was forming. Another guy from Memphis tagged Sayso P in this post right here. He said, exit 8 the bank, which is Sayso P's handle. He said, Sayso P know he's supposed to have security with him. Ain't no way you thought you had that much rank in the city that nobody was gonna try you, especially after pulling out all that money last night. And you had beef here already. Them folks been waiting on you to come back. Come on, man. You ran.
Do y'all think that there's some new evidence to mom saying that he didn't run off with a 200K? But I feel like a lot of street stuff your mom wouldn't know, because you're just going to your mom's like, hey, mom, I got in a shootout. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't be telling her shit like that. Like, I hit a lick. You wouldn't be saying stuff like that to your mom. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but that shit's crazy. But I don't think Sauce Walka set him up. I don't think Sauce is like that. I don't know Sauce though.
And off with 200K, shaking my head. If you having money, motion, and a millionaire with you, armed security should have been the first thing you got. Folks gotta stop trying to prove they can move around and not get touched. Shaking my head. I'm praying for his family though. This is a sad situation. So a few things there. You can hear him say that at some point in time, apparently Sayso P ran off with.
Yeah, all the violence is killing. It's a lot that go behind it. So, you know, no one really can't speak on emotions people are feeling. But at the end of the day, chat, we should all try to be humane and understand there's levels of human consciousness. Like, life is such a precious thing.
$200,000 that was somebody else's money. That could possibly be a motive for why he got smoked. Another thing is, he said that, you know, you should have been moving more carefully because you was in the club last night pulling out them racks. And there is some videos out there of them in the club, and it does look like they was having some money on them. So that could have made them a target. And another thing that he mentioned here is that Sayso P and Sauce should have had security while they were in the city instead of moving around around and acting like they can't get touched. And interestingly enough, I did find this picture right here of Sauce Walka with Sayso P. This is the day that everything went down, and you can see with them they do have 2 security officers. So this led to theories that maybe security might have been slipping, or maybe security opened up a back door for this to happen. So we had people from the security company responding. One of them posted this right here up that says, all that trolling ain't gonna do but get one of you dudes embarrassed. I wasn't with Sauce or Sayso this morning. I was at work. They booked me to escort them to reservations and be with them while they was in there last night, and we did exactly that. After that, we went our separate ways. Anything that happened after that had nothing to do with me and was out of my control, so the security is denying having any involvement in it. They also posted this. It said, on behalf of BRS, which is the security company they was using, it said Sauce Walka nor Sayso P was under my supervision at the time of the incident. I do spread my condolences to him and his family. BRS out. So I mean, that does make sense, you know, if they were only booked to protect them, you know, at night while they were in the club having a good time. I do think they probably should have kept that security detail with them a little bit longer given everything that happened, but it may not be so cut and dry, because I was seeing posts like this one right here that said, I ain't gonna say the security Sayso P and Sauce Walka hired gave up the low, but I will say they security posted a video on the same street they got shot on just a couple of hours before they got shot. I looked for this video. I couldn't find this video, but I did see posts showing that security was allegedly in the vicinity, whether they were working with Sauce Walka at that time or not. I did see people saying that they were in the vicinity,
they can't be talking now. They can't be on the social media like that,
for sure. Now, when it comes to who was targeted, you know, the general consensus is that it wasn't Sauce Walka. It was Sayso P that was the target of this. In fact, we even had Rainwater, which is Mo3's old manager. He's from Texas, just like Sauce is. We had Rainwater going on a clubhouse call with WAC 100, and Rainwater says that the shooter that did this actually stood over Sauce Walka and could have took his life, but decided not to when they realized that it was him, and implies that the shooter was only looking for Sayso P and that was their only target.
More lax for out of towners to come in town because ain't nobody running around on the bush, you know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel freely walking through the house now.
Yeah, ain't nobody running around on the bush, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So LA safe now.
It's, I mean, it's still what it is. Like Texas is looking. What the going on with Sauce now?
I think they said. I think that white. I mean, that white
He
boy.
dead.
Yeah, he from there though. He had some more shit going on.
Oh, he from there?
Yeah, he from there. So
Now
it
it's making sense, because I thought the nigga, I'm like, is this nigga from
They're giving
Texas?
backstory of who the guy
I heard
is.
they stood over Walk and realized it was Walk and said, nah, you good. He knew what he did and ran off.
Oh, they stood over it.
Yeah, they realized it was Walk.
Oh, they didn't know it was him.
They ain't know him now. Buddy from there, he was popping it and on that Sprinter. Like, I'm back here. You know, he was popping this shit. I'm here. Ain't nobody gonna do shit. I'm with Sauce Walka.
Oh yeah, he tripped.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. They got so many new niggas running around here. A bunch of names. I seen my guy. What's his nigga name? Trio something.
That's WAC 100
Yeah,
and Rainwater in the clubhouse room.
He put a list of artists between Dallas and Texas. I mean Dallas and Houston. It's a few names I didn't know. So it's a lot of new niggas bubbling. Well, I ain't gonna even say bubbling, but they down there. Cause me and you both know this urban shit, nigga, it's a little difficult right now.
Yeah, that shit watered down right now.
It's watered down, nigga. Them motherfucking labels they ain't turning on the water. They try to turn that shit off. So it's a lot going on our side. I talked to Loose Cannon today. He waiting to get extradited back to Los Angeles so he can try to get another bail hearing.
Yeah, but how was he cool with Big U like that, and he was cool with you?
Well, no, he ain't fucked with him in a couple years.
Mention Big U name.
It probably been about 2.5 years since he with him.
Don't let no, that nigga switched on him fast.
This investigation go back to 2021.
Yo, man, so that's what we got. Rest in peace to Sayso P. You know, I hope Sauce Walka has a speedy recovery. I do wish that we could stop seeing stuff like this happen. You know, it's tragic every time I have to do one of these stories, but it's just...
Chat, that's crazy. That is crazy. Now, they did just release a video. Shout to KB Goes Live. I don't know if it's too soon to play it, but we're going to run through like first couple seconds.
All right, so it looks like we've got some updates in this Sauce Walka and Sayso P situation, right? I made a video about this other day, initially covering it when everything went down.
All right,
so
this is the update.
First things first, we now know that this was indeed a targeted attack, which I'm sure most of us could already tell by how everything went down. But we do have an official statement from the police saying that they also believe that this was a targeted attack.
We have detectives from the Homicide Bureau and detectives from the Crime Scene Investigation CSI unit here, along with our North Main Station officers. From what they learned in the investigation, this appears to be a targeted shooting incident. The victims were outside by a vehicle. The suspect vehicle pulled up. Multiple people got out of that vehicle, fired shots without engaging in any conversation. They got back into the white vehicle and fled. This was not a random act. All information shared with me leads to this being targeted towards these victims.
Okay, so they have confirmed what pretty much everybody already could tell just based off the details. But in addition to that statement from the police officer, the footage of what actually went down has leaked online as well. Right now, I'm not going to play the footage here on my channel. It's out there if y'all want to watch it. Instead, I just got these two still frames that I want to show y'all from it. Right, there's this one right here, which you can see a couple of people hopping out. You can see this guy standing by the black Escalade about to open fire on Sayso P. It's assumed that Sauce Walka was also over here by this black Escalade. I looked at the footage. I thought Sauce Walka was wearing a red jacket. The only person I see in here is a dude in a black jacket running away. I don't know if that's Sauce or if Sauce was hit and was laying on the ground there beside the black Escalade, but you can see they hopped out of this white Dodge Charger. When it was all said and done, they ran back to it and they fled the scene. So that footage has been leaked online, and when you watch it, you can tell that this was a targeted hit. This wasn't a robbery. They didn't reach for anything. They didn't make an attempt to take any possessions off of anybody. They pulled up, hopped out, let some shots off, and then dipped. So this has led to a lot of people wondering how they even knew that Sauce Walka and Sayso P was at this hotel in the first place. And there were a couple of things that happened throughout the night before that may have gave their location away. For example, there was a video that was posted by Sosa Man. This video showed him, Sauce Walka, and Sayso P in a hotel room. You can tell because there's a hotel room door behind them. And on that door, there is like a sticker printout card that literally says Weston. So it wouldn't have been hard for anybody to look into that and figure out where these guys were at. That was one possibility. The next was I seen people saying that they thought maybe the security, because Sauce Walka and Sayso P had hired a security detail. I seen people saying they thought the security had leaked the location, and I did find this video right here of security actually posting up footage pretty much giving the location.
Well, security ain't about to be on the phone, chat. They need to be worried about other things. It's not really a good look for security. I mean, if I hire security, the last thing I want you to do is be posting up any location. But there's this video.
Going on, man. Get with this shit, man. Get with this shit, man. Get with this shit to get rolled over, man. No way out. No way out. No way out.
Right now, in my first video I made about this, I was actually looking for that footage and couldn't find it. There you go. So there's that footage. Now, of course, we did see the security respond to that, and I covered that in my last video. And they basically said, look, we was only hired to escort them to reservations that they had the night before they were shot. We weren't with them the day that they were shot, so they pretty much denied any involvement or having anything to do with the location of Sayso P and Sauce Walka being discovered. But like I said earlier, I mean, even without without the security posting videos. There was the video of them in the hotel room where it literally says Weston on the door behind Sauce Walka. So anyways, there's those updates. Another update that we have is this one right here. We seen this message get posted, and it was basically this person accusing Sayso P of running off with $200,000 at some point in time, and basically suggesting that this was get back for that happening, right? It's a pretty wild claim, but Sayso P's mom actually did respond to this, right? She went up on Facebook, she posted this.
Now they said that he ran off 200K using fake dice. So he basically rigged the dice games to make over 200K and then ran off. That's what they said allegedly. I don't know, but this is the mom responding.
It says, this is the type of lies and they keep mothers losing our sons. My son never stole anything, never ran off with anything, and didn't have to. Haters set him up, but not because he stole a dime. He would give you his last before he would steal anything. Please stop spreading rumors. Let me repeat that. He didn't have to take from anyone. Money wasn't a factor for my son. He was too loyal to the wrong people was his biggest downfall. Haters who are envious killed my baby, but I won't let y'all steal his legacy. People see him with the stack and say anything. This was his norm. So his mom basically said, look, I don't know what all these rumors are. My son didn't steal anything. And I mean, my response to that is, you know, as a mother, this is what you're supposed to do. Try to protect your child's legacy. But at the same time, you know, if he was in the streets like that and did run off with 200,000, I doubt he would have told his mom he did that. I mean, anytime I've ever done anything even remotely bad, the last person I want to tell is my mama. So it could be that he did do it and she just don't know. It could also be that she knows. We don't know how close him and his mom were. Maybe she knows for a fact he didn't, but that's what she had to say. And that was backed up by somebody else on Twitter who responded to World Star Hip Hop, because World Star Hip Hop posted, you know, a post that said a shooter reportedly stood over Sauce Walka and let him live. But they also mentioned the rumor of Sayso P running off with the 200K. And this person responded and said this: stop lying on my cousin's name, straight up. So I guess this is one of Sayso P's relatives. They said, y'all just running y'all's mouths without the truth. They set my cousin up for an insurance policy. I don't care. And then they threw shots at Sauce Walka. They said, Sauce Walka. Right? I don't know anything about an insurance policy or anything like that. I can't even verify that that person is really related to Sayso P, but it was out there and this post was going viral and it's now part of the story. Now, when it comes to Sauce Walka, we have seen him speak about this a little bit, right? There was this video that was posted to social media where I guess somebody was bringing him some stuff from the store and he was basically like, you know, RIP to Sayso P, sending his condolences to him. But then he also pretty much says, look, I'm still in Memphis. I'm still gonna be popping out in Memphis. I love Memphis and I ain't going nowhere. And then he says, you know, that he don't have no hate in his heart for the city, which I mean, I guess.
And then high tech red.
Ooh, that's that new boy. That's that red boy.
Another red cream.
Yeah, man. No, come on. Hey.
I'm glad you're okay. R.I.P. Sayso P, man.
R.I.P. Sayso P, man. Sauce Alaikum, Sauce Salam. Thank you so much, brother. It means so much.
Careful, I wish you would have stopped by, but I really want you to.
I'm coming. I ain't scared. I'm coming to that bitch.
All right, we're gonna set it up.
I'm gonna shoot a jumper.
Come on.
I'm gonna hop in that motherfucker. And I'm gonna rap a song with that bitch. I'm gonna sit
do a mic drop. All right, come on, let's do it.
Sauce is all one chat. You know, the hospital, I gave some medicine for the shots.
I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you, King.
All right. You gonna stand? You sure? Can you stand up?
Hey, man, my daddy on the phone. That nigga ain't raised no hope. Hey, daddy, how many times your house got shot up? Tell him.
Bro, this boy.
Huh? Say it again. Say it loud.
40.
That's wild, Chad. He asked his dad how many times his dad's house got shot up.
Man, Sauce is lost, bro. He thinks that shit is cool. How many times your house got shot up, daddy? Like, it's a flex, bro. Like, dang. I ain't gonna lie. I hate seeing stuff like that. But anyways, moving on. He didn't stop there. In fact, he ain't letting the fact that he got shot in the thigh slow him down at all, because shortly after that video was released, we see him posting another video, a promo video for a local restaurant where he pretty much shouts him out and says he's gonna be there, but oddly enough uses Sayso P's name and like this incident to kind of help with the promo. I don't know, it's weird. Y'all look at it.
You know, somebody, man, I'm out here in Memphis, man, you know what I'm saying? It's the only way is my nigga PK, you know what I'm saying? This shit don't stop.
We gotta keep dripping Sauce and P, my brother. Sayso P, man. Splash that mafia. RP, my brother. You know what I'm saying? My nigga wanted me to make sure I get some food from PK before I leave. You know what I'm talking about? Exquisite taste, Midtown and downtown. It's where it's going down. But come to Midtown so we can put you with the drip around. We talking about shrimp, lobster, pasta, lamb, and anything that goes ham. We talking about egg rolls that's gonna save your soul. You know what I'm talking about? Sauce and Peace, my brother. Sayso P, bitch. I got you, bro. You told me to come. Everywhere you told me to go, I gotta go there. And I love you, nigga.
We gonna make sure we keep your motherfucking name alive.
Shit, man.
No, they'll Sayso the P, man.
No, they'll Sayso the
Hey, and you told me, man, you was gonna bring my boy to see me. And get what? He made it happen, man. You heard me?
He said that.
I appreciate that.
He been talking to me for months and put me on FaceTime with you, brother. So I had to do that. And I ain't my brother.
Man. I love y'all, man.
Please,
keep y'all
exquisite taste.
Man. Long
Exquisite
Sayso
taste.
P. We'll keep your motherfucking name alive. Nigga, I stamped it.
Exquisite taste, nigga.
For sure.
It's all in your face. Love.
I love you, bro.
Thank you.
Anytime you come into the city, man, I don't know if you gonna come.
Yeah, man, that's the end. Sauce Walka got shot, bro.
I'm an honorary Memphis nigga at this point. I done bled in this motherfucker.
Yeah, nah, it wouldn't be me. I would have been out of Memphis shortly after it happened. In fact, I would have been at the hospital, and as soon as I was out the hospital, I would have been on a plane and out of the city of Memphis. I'm not gonna lie. But you can see him, he's on crutches, apparently still out there chasing the bag. I mean, he ain't letting him slow it down at all. I think he should. He should probably take the time to recover properly. Getting shot in the thigh ain't no joke. It could end terribly if there's any complications in the recovery process, but I guess to each their own, bro. I don't know, but that's what we got. That's the updates. That's the new details and info that has emerged since my last video. So at this point,
Chat. Now that was crazy. Shout out to KB Go Live. That you subscribe to him. Yeah, chat.